What's going on, everybody? It's Warren. Welcome back to the Cosmic Wonder, and it's been a while since I've done one of these videos, but since Marvel Studios has announced so many new projects, and since Marvel Studios has admitted that there are a lot of projects that they haven't announced yet, I figured it was time to do another video on all of the projects that Marvel Studios has coming up, what exactly is the status of each film, when their release date is or when we can expect their release date to be, and of course talk about those secret MCU projects that they have not yet announced. So far they've announced about 25 different projects, and if you include the ones that they haven't announced yet, we have well over 30 MCU projects that are going to be coming up over the next few years. And I'm going to talk about every single one of them and list them in order in this video. Quick reminder, I'm giving away a Marvel Legends Stormbreaker. All you have to do to enter is subscribe to my channel, subscribe to Cosmic Culture, and the rest of the giveaway details are in the description down below. So I think that most people probably know most of the Phase 4 announcements and when they're going to come out, so I'll go pretty quickly over that. The next Marvel project coming up is Loki. It is in post-production and it is scheduled for release on June 9th of 2021, not too much longer, about a month away. Then a month after Loki, we have Black Widow coming out on July 9th. Now, of course, Black Widow has been done for a pretty long time at this point, and they have officially announced that it will be released in theaters and on Disney Plus simultaneously, so you can choose one or the other or both. Then after Black Widow, we have Marvel's What If coming out in the summertime of this year. Now, we have not been given an official release date for this yet, but considering the fact that Black Widow comes out in July and the next project comes out in September, we could probably assume that What If is going to be in August. Otherwise, that would mean we are getting two different Marvel projects in 1 month. And that project in September is Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. It is currently in post-production, filming has been completed, and its scheduled release date is September 3rd of this year. Then we have Marvel's Eternals coming out November 5th. This week we got our first look at the Eternals. It was sort of a teaser of a teaser, and just judging by that, it looks pretty great already. And of course the Eternals has been completed for some time now. Then we have the Miss Marvel series and the Hawkeye series. Now these don't have official release dates yet, but we do know that the Miss Marvel series is going to be coming before the Hawkeye series. Both are going to be coming out in late 2021. Miss Marvel will probably come out in November right after the Eternals, and then Hawkeye is going to come out in December most likely, probably before Spider-Man No Way Home. Spider-Man No Way Home, of course, is the next one, and it is coming out on December 17th of 2021. It's going to be the final MCU project of 2021. And even though 2021's lineup is fantastic, and I'm super excited for pretty much every project they have coming out, and there are some big movies like the Eternals coming out, I do think that if all of the reports and rumors for Spider-Man No Way Home are true, this is going to be the biggest movie of the year and probably one of the biggest movies of all time. Now, 2021 is packed full of Marvel projects, but 2022 is definitely going to give it a run for its money. Kicking off 2022 of the Marvel Cinematic Universe is Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, releasing on March 25th. Now, it would make sense that Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness would be the first MCU project of the year following Spider-Man No Way Home, because we know that they're going to connect. We know that Doctor Strange is going to be in No Way Home, and the events of No Way Home will directly influence the events of Multiverse of Madness. Then, following up Multiverse of Madness is going to be Thor, Love and Thunder. It's going to be releasing on May 6th of 2022. Thor Love and Thunder right now is currently filming, and a lot of people are going to be in this movie. In fact, just a couple of days ago, Sacha Baron Cohen was spotted having lunch with some of the cast members. Matt Damon's going to be in it, Melissa McCarthy, Russell Crowe is going to be playing Zeus, and of course Christian Bale as Gore the God Butcher. And with Taika Waititi coming back to direct it again, I'm pretty sure it's going to be pretty bonkers. Then following up Thor Love and Thunder is Black Panther 2 Wakanda Forever, coming out on July 8th of 2022. Now right now there is a lot of mystery surrounding Wakanda Forever, but the cast has assured us that Ryan Coogler, the director, has found a great way to rewrite the story and also honor Chadwick Boseman, which is really great. Now, following Wakanda Forever, we have The Marvels, aka Captain Marvel 2, coming out on November 11th of 2022. The Marvels that we know of so far are of course going to be Captain Marvel, Miss Marvel, and the third Marvel is believed to be Monica Rambeau, who at one point in time in the comics does become Captain Marvel. She recently got her powers in Wandavision and she is confirmed to be in the Marvels. Now we also have She-Hulk and Moon Knight that are going to be released in 2022 as well. Both of them are currently filming and both do not yet have an official release date. But there is a 3-month gap between Wakanda Forever and the Marvels, so we can assume that one of these is going to go in between, most likely She-Hulk because that's what's rumored to come out first. Moon Knight could also be in one of those 3 months, or it could be in December of 2022. However, we do have the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special coming in late 2022, and we can presume that's going to be in December. And this particular project should be a lot of fun. Then we have a few that are coming in 2023 that are in pre-production that don't have official release dates yet, and those are Secret Invasion, Ironheart, and Armor Wars, all of which are in pre-production right now. Now those will most likely come in the middle of 2023 because starting 2023 we have Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania coming out on February 17th of 2023, followed by the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 coming out on May 5th in 2023. So one of them will probably come out between Ant-Man and Guardians of the Galaxy, one right after Guardians of the Galaxy in the middle of the year, and then another at the end of the year. Now, during the trailer that Marvel Studios gave us the other day that announced release dates for plenty of new shows, the last Marvel project that they mentioned was the Fantastic Four, but they did not give us a release date. However, since they piled it in with the other films being released in 2023, we could assume that it's going to be late 2023 or possibly very early in 2024. However, more than likely it is going to be late 2023, so we only have about a year and a half left until the Fantastic Four enter the MCU. Then of course we have Blade, which was announced at San Diego Comic-Con in 2019. It's currently in pre-production, although recently it was announced that its release date will be pushed back, so we don't have a release date for it at this point in time. We also have the I Am Groot series coming, which we don't have a release date for either. However, both Blade and I Am Groot will probably be in 2024. And they will be joined by Deadpool in 2024 as well, as we are getting a Deadpool 3, yes, with Ryan Reynolds, yes, it is going to be rated R. It's in development right now, but we do not have an official release date. And last but not least, for what Marvel has officially announced, we have the Wakanda series coming to Disney+. We don't have a release date for it yet. It seems very clear that Marvel Studios is going to work on Black Panther 2 first, and then the Wakanda series will probably take place after all of the events of Black Panther 2. Now those are all of the projects that have been officially announced by Marvel Studios, and if you're thinking that's a lot of projects, yeah, it is. However, Marvel is actually sitting on a lot of projects that are currently in pre-development or development that they haven't announced yet. This was confirmed by Malcolm Spellman, the showrunner for The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, when he recently said that he was surprised by how few projects Marvel Studios has actually announced, meaning that he's actually seen the other projects and was surprised that Marvel Studios has not yet revealed them. This doesn't come as too big of a surprise, as Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige has already stated that whatever they've announced, they usually have 6+ years already planned after those shows. So right now, Marvel Studios has pretty much already planned all of their movies and shows out to 2030. And based off of some reports, we have a good idea of what some of those could be. For starters, it's been announced that there are 2 new Captain America projects in the works. Malcolm Spellman is actually working on one right now for Sam's Captain America. It's also been reported that Steve Rogers is actually going to return in some way, shape, or form, and another Captain America movie based off of the old Steve could be in the works right now as well. Again, neither of these are that surprising considering the massive success that The Falcon and the Winter Soldier had. And Steve Rogers' Captain America has always been really popular. Another project that Kevin Feige has actually stated that they will be working on at some point in time, if they aren't already, is Nova. Now, they've already kind of set him up in the MCU. Thanos decimated Xandar, presumably killing everybody on the planet, including all of the Nova Corps, which would mean that the Nova Force could go on to Richard Rider now. Then we have the group, the Illuminati. An Illuminati project has been reported by a few sources at this point in time, including the Illuminerdi and GeekosityMag.com, with reports that they could be introduced in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, perhaps in a post-credit scene, if not too long after the movie. The Midnight Suns have also been reported to come to the MCU relatively soon. And considering the fact that Marvel is releasing Blade, Moon Knight, a rated R Deadpool, they're kind of going to introduce sort of a monsterverse inside of the MCU, with some darker characters that I think a lot of people are really going to enjoy. Then of course a Thunderbolts and Dark Avengers team. We've got reports that both of these teams are coming to the MCU for some time now, but especially after the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, people have been wondering when exactly are the Thunderbolts going to be set up or the Dark Avengers team. Well, according to Grace Randolph at Beyond the Trailer, they are going to be two separate teams, and Marvel is currently working on both of them right now. Of course, we have a Mutants project coming. Kevin Feige announced the Mutants were coming at 2019 San Diego Comic-Con, and not much has really been heard about them since, except for about a couple of months ago. It was reported that the project is currently being worked on. And then we have the famous Wolverine anthology series that is reportedly coming as well. This project will reportedly explore Wolverine from the very beginning in his Weapon X years, up until whatever they have planned for him in the upcoming MCU. And of course, last but not least, you know it's coming, a new Avengers team. Now, Marvel is introducing a lot of new teams like the Thunderbolts, the Fantastic Four, the Mutants, but they're not going to forget about the Avengers. And it actually looks like Sam is set up quite nicely to be the leader of the new Avengers. And of course, we'll be getting another Avengers movie at some point down the line. Now, these are only a handful of movies that have been reported. There are definitely a ton more projects that Marvel Studios has yet to announce. Since Kevin Feige said that they essentially have the next 8 years planned, that's over 50 Marvel Studios projects that we have no idea what they are. So if you were excited about the MCU before, it's about to get a lot more exciting within the next couple of years. But in the meantime, let me know which Marvel project you are most excited about in the comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date on the latest Marvel news. Don't forget to like the video, and for live updates, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. As always, thank you all so much for watching. Woof woof.